What's up, Narco? Again, welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, hit that bell to notify that we dropped today videos about Kylie Muscle having an incident at the gym today, gang. Now, I hope everything's all right with bro. I'm not gonna tell y'all the incident. I'm sure y'all gonna see it in the matter of fact. Y'all gonna see it in the title. He had a heart attack, bro. Kylie Muscle had a heart attack at the gym on the 17th of January this year. This month and this year. This is the second heart attack he had. He had a heart attack, a few years ago, which got him on this whole health journey. If y'all don't know who Kylie Muscle is, he a big bodybuilding you know what I'm saying? He a big bodybuilding dude. And he pretty much made a living off making content off bodybuilding, right? But it came out that he wasn't natty. And natty means natural. He used to take steroids and he used to inject with all type of fluids and oils and all type of stuff, right? And it caught up to him. When it caught up to him, he had a heart attack, the first heart attack. And then he started losing some muscle mass after that, eating healthier, working out more on a regular, getting off the juice. Yeah, and then that lasted up until now. And now we here where he had another heart attack. When was this? Like almost a week ago, a week and a half ago? He had another heart attack in the gym. Mid-workout. So with that being said, let's get this content. Let's hear his side of the story. Gang.
January 17th, I had another heart attack. Not at home, not asleep, at the gym.
60. So 45. Oh.
The place where everyone thinks they're healthy, right? I went to full cardiac arrest. I hit my head hard. I didn't walk out. I woke up later with one stent in. That one stent that I had before from a Widowmaker, and I had 2 additional ones and a defibrillator put in. This isn't a flex. This isn't a sob story. This is a warning from someone who loves training. I trained hard for years. I pushed the limits, and I'm telling you right now, if you think more drugs, more steroids, more intensity mean a better quality of life, then you're mistaken, because I thought the same thing. Muscles don't mean immortality. A strong body that doesn't cancel bad choices, and your heart keeps scores quietly. So I'm gonna take you guys down the road that led to the heart attack. So as everybody know, I went fruitarian for some years, which I kind of find out now causes fatty liver that causes your arteries to get clogged and blocked, potentially, depending on your genetics. My genetics, yes, the more carbs I eat, the more clogged up I would get, no matter what form of carb. Which for me, those that don't know me, I did 11 years in prison. In all, I did 7 years straight, and I kept going back 4 years. In that 11 years, I was eating top ramen every single day, honey buns. I had to have my 2 Snickers, not to mention all the processed food that the prisons and jail give you. So I was already a walking time bomb. So I got out of prison. My last stint was in 2006, and I started making money, so I decided to get in bodybuilding. Just to think, I've been eating from a kid till 34, already back. So I probably already had, I know I had some issues, because I always seen my feet with water and edema. When I take off my socks, it had an indentation. So I had already acquired some type of plaque in my heart, even before bodybuilding. So boom, I get into bodybuilding in 2010 and was winning shows. But I always noticed on my left leg and foot, it would retain water while the right one wouldn't. And so that was a big issue for me in bodybuilding. Like, I couldn't understand why my calves wasn't super hard and vascular, and I just took notice. So then I moved from LA to Vegas in 2016, and my feet swelled up, my feet and ankles. I changed my diet to only rice and turkey for 2 years to try to combat this issue that I should have went to the doctor, you know what I mean, and I didn't know about an EKG, cardiovascular stress test. I didn't know about all this stuff, and I was scared to find out, right? And so I had my kids through IVF because I had to bring back up my sperm. I had to get off steroids for 2 years to bring back up my sperm, and I was able to have my twin. 2019 on Christmas. They Christmas babies. And so from there, I moved back to LA and in 2020, and everything was going good. I was doing all the content, car content, having fun, ripping and running, doing mukbang. Even when I did the mukbangs, I thought, I'm not eating all this food. It shouldn't hurt me, but I was still eating that bodybuilder diet, a lot of rice. My main thing was rice. That's what I would eat, oatmeal and rice. And for me, evidently, it don't metabolize right in my system. And so 2021, I went to the dentist that day. Woke up at midnight with a heartburn feeling. Go to the hospital, boom, they say I'm having a widowmaker heart attack, right? So they put in a stent. And at the time of the stent they put in, the doctor told me that he kind of botched it, you know. So I still noticed after that, little
what? A doctor tell me he botched. Nigga, what? Huh? Say that again. You botched what? My heart?
In my feet, it wasn't, you know, like how I thought it should be. I went to a couple of doctors. They was very negative because my ejection fraction was low. And so, you know, I went about this journey, fruitarian, eating once a day, fasting, water fasting, all of this. And I thought I was doing the right thing, especially with the fruit fast, just eating straight fruit. And how I was eating it, people that eat fruit are okay. They getting fiber. I was juicing most of it. Even though I had my bouts, I did 16 days on apples, 11 days on pineapple. But during those different fasts, watermelon 35 days, another watermelon 31 days. Even through these fasts, I was still drinking a lot. I was pressed. And that's like drinking soda, I come to find out. And so, what happens is with that, you get fatty liver. And so with my body, that's go converting to blockages in my artery, right? In my heart. And so, boom, I stopped my medication. I just went on this fruitarian, super healthy lifestyle, only eating once a day mostly. And, you know, everybody was clowning me. I got super sucked up and skinny and ripped. And I thought I was doing the right thing. Firstly, I had a widowmaker and I had a stent in. I wasn't supposed to stop my med, come to find out. And I just still wasn't doing the right thing. Now that this happened, I know, right? So bam, fast forward 3 years go by, 2021, 24. I'm doing good. I'm doing everybody, you know, I'm basically vlogging my life. Everyday workouts on Snapchat, and I'm just everyday act, right, on social media. And so felt I was doing good. Getting up, going to bed at 9, and up at 2, going to the gym, which also I know is not enough sleep. I was going to the gym at 2 a.m., getting back home at about 4:30, maybe 5, take a 2-hour nap, take the kids to school. So that was my routine. I did start back eating egg and fish. And so I would do that in moderation. After my workout, I would have 4 eggs. Then I would go about the day, have a cup of tea. And at night, I would have like some fish and a salad or quinoa. I was staying away from rice because I was scared of it. And so that was my diet. That was my routine. And so fast forward to January 17th, I had already worked out in the morning, which I could show you guys some clips. And Big Boy told me he was going to work out at Cerritos gym. I'm like, oh, I'm in. I don't have nothing to do today. My wife taking care of the kids or whatever. So I went to Cerritos. Now, before I went to the gym, I banged my finger. I don't know if y'all can see it right there. So I smashed my finger in the door. So that was really a sign that something was off. I've never did that in my life. And so when I did it, I'm like, man, I shouldn't even go to the gym. This gonna mess me up mentally. And so I went against my thoughts and I went anyway. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know, I don't remember getting to the gym, nothing. It's like, I don't know if when I hit my head, I forgot my memory left or what, but I got footage, which I'm gonna show you guys now.
Yup. What was that, Kelly?
Oh, wait, so this the heart attack footage. Hold on, let me back
which I'm gonna show you guys now.
Yup. What was that, Kelly? What was that?
You just being right over, like you could tell something about to happen.
So 45. Oh, shit.
And as you see, I did 65 straight push-ups, got out, and that heart must have went crazy. Because I went forward, then, as I was going back, I tried to grab my boy AJ, and I hit my head. I was told I started snoring.
Call 911.
Yeah, it looked like he's snoring.
And then EMT that was in the gym working out came and did CPR, and shout out to him, man. Much love. I can't wait to meet him as well. He saved my life. So bam. So hit my head. EMT, he shocked me, do CPR till the ambulance come. And I'm unconscious, guys. And so I come to find out I was in a coma, induced coma 3 days. My family didn't know if I was gonna make it, and you know, memory, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know why I was in the hospital, nothing. And all this had to be told to me from my wife and big boy. And so yeah, I stayed in the hospital for a week, 7 days, and today is my second day out. I had to do this video to let you guys know that this is serious business, man. Your health, you know, just think, I got 5-year-old twins, 6 now. They just turned 6 on Christmas. 6-year-old twins, they would have been fatherless. My wife would have been a widow. You know, it's just all because of my past mistakes. You know, with eating wrong, then bodybuilding, doing steroids, and all this nonsense, bro, to be honest. You know, when you look at, and you know, I hate to say this, but when you look at competitive bodybuilding, well, we could count in 20 years, 10 dudes who made real money. It don't make sense. I can understand you want to be fit and in shape. You could do that naturally. I was super jacked. At 34, never touched nothing in my life. Didn't even drink pre-workout. So it's possible. You don't have to take steroids to look phenomenal. You just have to dial in your nutrition and optimize your training. And you can't just think you know. You got to get with elite people that have done it. So if you're watching this, slow down, get checked, train smarter. I want you here longer, man. Your family wants you here longer. And I want you to learn this lesson without almost dying. I'm still fighting, man. I'm fighting for life. I'm fighting to be here with my kids. I want to be here with them like 20 more years at least. I want to be here for you guys, give you game, knowledge, wisdom. You know, it just, who in the industry been through what I've been through, giving you this game? I don't see nobody talking about and believe me, it's a lot of bodybuilders that's going through these situations, but they don't want to seem weak. They don't want to let you know that they had an episode or, you know, something wrong with their heart or kidney and all that. I'm at the age where I'm here to help. You know, I'm here to live. I'm here to help. If you guys got questions, hit me up. If you know, a big thing, like I say, for me and knowing that something was wrong with my heart was edema, water retention. If you don't see your bones in your feet and you don't see the bones in your ankles, you holding water. So you got to be careful, man. That's the first sign, man. I had that sign, like I said, when I was in Vegas. I was 40 years old. I was so stressed out about it. It was crazy, man. But we're here today, and I love you guys. Believe me, when it hit, man. I never thought in my life. I'm a late bloomer. I done started messing with steroids and PEDs until I was 34. And I wish I didn't get convinced by a friend to start competing in bodybuilding. I would have never did it. And that's not saying that I wouldn't have had a heart attack, because I told you guys, even when I was a kid, I dealt with edema. All my friends, except one, is dead. And they never touched steroids in life. They just ate bad food, smoked, drank. So you don't have to do steroids to die, man. You figure what? How many people a year die of heart attacks? 700,000 in America? What you think? Maybe 100 of those people took steroids out of 700,000. We can even say 1,000 out of that 700,000. You know, you really got to learn your body. Learn what your body need as nutrition. Thrive. That's what you got to learn. Don't just get caught up in this fitness bodybuilder world. Rice, chicken, steak, eggs. You know what I mean? Like, you got to find out what works for you and your body. You know, like me, I found out the hard way with the fruitarian lifestyle that, man, I was making a fatty liver. You know, I was doing something opposite than I thought I was doing. So guys, thank you for all the support, love. Thank you everybody at Cerritos Gym. Nobody tried to put videos out or none of that. Man, kudos to you guys, man. I'm beyond ecstatic to be here with you guys still, my family, my kids. Thing is, nobody think it would have happened to them. Take care of yourself. Go get checked out. Go get an echocardiogram. Go get a stress test. Go get some blood work done. Know how to read the blood test. Take care of yourself. I know it's scary and we don't want to know. I was a big old bodybuilder. I didn't want to know. You know, these feet swole up. They go try to get me to stop bodybuilding. I know, man. Everybody gets signs, especially if you over 40. Believe me, you got signs if something not right. You know what I mean? So blessings, y'all. Thank for all the well wishes and the prayers. I love you guys. See you on the next one.
Man. That's a lot to unpack, bro. I ain't want to react to it, you know, so I wanted to give him the respect enough to just be quiet while he was talking, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to react to the video, speak on the video in the middle of the video, so I'm just going to wait till right now to pretty much say my thoughts. And if y'all made it to the end of this video, I appreciate it. Pretty much how I feel is, you know, I've never been a big fan of bodybuilder. I never been a big fan of steroids. You know what I'm saying? I never had no idols. I never looked up to nobody that was, I never been a big gym person, which is probably an issue. You know what I'm saying? Probably an issue. But, I feel like it's common sense, that certain things like that is not good for your body, And if I don't know, bro, I just can't really like that's a lot to unpack. The heart attack, the multiple heart attacks, the food. Because I watched a lot of his video. I seen the jail mukbangs. He was talking about the rice, the chicken. You know what I'm saying? The steaks, the commissary food he was ordering and eating again on those skits. He was ordering more like tuna packages, noodles, like he was saying. Eating a but top ramen, put all the seasoning on it, putting eggs and putting ham and all that stuff, chop it up into the noodles, putting it, and they just called it a jailhouse noodles, bro. And like I said, I never been the one that was always into no body, but that didn't seem right to me. I never even been to prison before, you know what I'm saying? So I never got used to eating like that. I do eat pretty bad. I just feel like people should be more aware. People should already have we should have common sense, gang, on what we do. We shouldn't wait till after it's already a problem before we get some common sense. That's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta start being more proactive and not reactive. You know what I'm saying? With it, like I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm saying too many. Get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Chad. Don't kill me and crucify me in the comment, bro. I'm just trying to get it out without being disrespectful, without saying no cuss words. You know what I'm saying? Without trying to make it seem like he was wrong for what he was doing. I'm not trying to make none of that happen. I'm just saying as an adult, right? I'm 32. He started steroids at 34. My mind frame is like, okay, if I don't know that now, what am I teaching my kids if I have kids? At 32, 34, what am I teaching my kids if I'm not teaching them safety? If I don't even know the safety to teach them, how am I teaching my kids? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, at what point in time should common sense kick in is what I'm trying to say. What point in time do we stop looking at the person as, okay, I feel bad for you, rather than like, okay, bro, I'm glad you're picking the stance of being a community activist and you pretty much speaking out. But at what it gets to a point, like you said, it's a lot of people that's not speaking about this that's been having heart attacks. But I guess you're right though. It gets to a point that and you're being that turning point. So with that being said, man, look, Kali Muscle, gang. I'm sorry you had to go through what you went through, bro. You definitely a warrior in my eyes, gang. You know what I'm saying? One California native to another California native. You a warrior in my eyes, gang. I hope you live a long, prosperous life. I hope you get those extra 20 years that you're looking for with your kids. Yeah. Be safe out there, man. With that being said, we out this thing, Narko gang. Peace.